Good evening, everybody. Happy New Year's for those who celebrate New Year's on the first of the year, even though it's not really the first of the year, but that's a whole nother subject to go on to. This is my first time on YouTube Live. I've been on Instagram Live and a couple of other websites, TikTok. What's that other one called? I forgot, something with a B. But I've been on other ones live. First time on YouTube Live. So work with me, not against me. I know that everybody is desperate to know what is bound to happen. So much madness. We got Trump back in office. We have aliens, as y'all saw up in New Jersey. I'm in New York City in the Bronx. I don't know where everybody else is, but I'm in New York City in the Bronx, and just been going through like several different changes as time passes, and things just get better and better, and you grow as you go. But today I'm here to let you know what to expect for the year. Why? Because it's a special year. It's a special year for a lot of reasons. So this year is year 9, and year 9 means completion. And year 9 is also my life path number. So I thought it would be very cool for me to come on here and do the year's reading. And I wanted to do it live because I've been coming out of the closet and starting to make changes and starting not to fear what an audience might think or what people might think. And now we're coming on live in all different platforms, and we're letting people know what it is that I do. Apart from being, I do thousands of things. I'm a birth doula, death doula. I'm a tarot reader, as you can see. But I'm also a hypnotherapist, past life regressionist. And I do this amazing thing that I've been doing for the past over 20 years now. You know, I do things called, well, what they call the guided journey. Back then, I didn't even know it was called that on Spanish. So, yo lo hacía. Used to do it with my ex-husband, and he used to call it regressions, regresiones. And so I didn't find out till I got much older and started changing my environment, let's say, that they were actually guided journeys. You know, I got the possibility of doing something that not many do, which is meet God, and not many also do, which is have the ability to take people to meet God, which has been an amazing trip within itself. Can't even imagine to begin to tell you the story, but if you follow me, Eva Gypsy Love, as you can see, I'm wearing earrings that say love. I'm all about love. I love love, and it's all about community building. That's why I also have a platform called the Four Corners Village, which you will see a lot of growth on, trying to get everybody to work together. I think we've done enough working apart, you know, building women, building men. I think we got to work as a team in order to make things come to a conclusion and where we got to go in the future. But to each his own. I know that the future leads different for everyone. But if you started a business last year, even if you didn't start, if you started a walkway, if you started making a change in your life, if you started making things, can you read mine? Of course I can read yours, Edwin. It wouldn't be right now, though. Right now I'm reading for general, for everyone. I'm doing a reading for everyone. If you want anything on part, I do readings. My link tree is also in my bio. Apart from everywhere you could find me, any other platform. I believe my phone number is up there as well. I haven't been on YouTube in forever, but it's because I've been busy doing growth. So if you have been making changes, especially spiritually, because this is a time, if you haven't, it's a time for you to start making changes spiritually. Start making things work. And that's right, Derek. Everything makes the dream work. Teamwork makes the dream work. And that's why I want to work together. And I created a platform called the Four Corner Village so that we could work together. Everybody's just putting in a little bit. And that's what you need in a village. Everybody to just put in that little bit so you could grow together, so you could watch everything come into its place. And it's important that if you've been doing things, the year completion is the year where everything settles. Where if you planted that seed, it starts to grow. It starts to get to the point where that tree is going to get to the tippy top, where you're going to get your cherries, where the apples is going to start growing. If you're a person who has plants, this is the time that everything has growth in it. Anything you put your hands on, but you have to be willing to make those changes in your life. It's not a process that happens from one day to another. It's a process that you have to really dedicate yourself to. You have to really put in what you want to get out. A lot of people think that things just come from nothing. Even me, I've been doing this for plenty of years, and I'm not a social media person. For me, social media is like kind of walking into high school. And I don't know about y'all, even though I was cool, high school was a little funny for me. So I walk on water when it comes to social media, but I'm getting with the plan and I'm starting to understand what it is and where we're going with it. But enough all about me. You can find that out throughout my pages. And if you come into my village, the village is only $11.11 a month. We do immaculate things, from meditation to yoga to discussion classes to teaching you about just how to learn yourself, doing a lot of shadow work. There's a lot of things going on. There's a book club. It's just so many things. You got 3-day free trial. You could come in, check it out. You don't like it, keep it going, So it's just about working together and coming in, even if you're a member, coming in. And if you want something that you want to show, something you want to sell, something you want to give us, then give it on. Like, let's get it on. Just hop off the app. Oh, that's so nice. There's some people that, hi, how are you? I'm good. How are you doing, Jonathan? So let's go and let's just start this reading, because most of you, you're always going to have, like I said, walking into social media and being on live is like walking into high school. And, some people just don't know their age and tend to act out of their age. And it's okay, because, not everybody could be, the one. Not everybody could be a leader. Not everybody could be a boss. So let's check out if these cards read anything for you, being a boss or becoming a leader or having anything for your future. Let's see what they have to say. Like I said, this year is a year of growth, guys. This year is a year of growth. This year starts you off with the 21, the world. Guys, the world. Why they start you off with that? Because the world's in your hands. Anything that you want to do, anything that you want to make happen, right now is the time. The world is in your hands. They're allowing, the gates is open. That means that the flow is going. So get on the flow, get on that train, get on that whiff. Start to understand that you want to try to find a place and a space where you can actually have growth in your life. This is the perfect opportunity that if you haven't opened up a business and that's what you've been thinking about, do it. If you haven't inclined in maybe stocks, maybe, I don't care what it is. At the end of the day, this is the year that you can complete everything if you put your mind to it and you put your heart and soul into it. Because guys, the sun is the next card that comes out. And what do we need from the sun? Energy. What do we get from the sun? We get life. So this is about life. This is about living it. This is about not thinking. Sometimes you got to not think and make choices. Sometimes you got to not worry about what maybe Gaming One has to say, Dragon Plays. You know what I'm saying? You got to not worry about what he says and just continue what God tells you to continue. Continue your path. Find your passion. Find your purpose. Find the place that where you fit in, where it's going to make everything all right for you, where things are going to start turning and you're going to start seeing what everybody's looking for. Six of Pentacles, that money flow is here in this year, guys. It's here in what you do. It's all depending on what you do and how you move in order to see this money. This money is going to come in abundance. There's going to be money for everyone and everybody and anything that it is that you do, but you have to be doing something. Don't expect money to just come knocking. It just doesn't go like that. I wish it did, because then I would answer the door all the time, and I'm one not to answer. This is a year where the Pentacles, where you take no judgment. Green light means go. No judgment. Don't stand there and wait for anybody to tell you if it's good, if it's not good. Don't ask the opinion of the next person. Don't. Just go. Do the things that you want to do for you, what you've been looking for, and the advances that you want to make in your life. Nothing else should matter. Nobody else's opinion should matter. As long as you're not taking, listen, as long as you're not taking anything from anybody and you're not pulling the carpet out of nobody else's, you are fine. Just go with what you feel. Let your heart lead. Let God lead you. And that's the way you're going to go through and get through, especially this year. This year is going to be the year where you're going to see yourself shine. If you're an artist, you're going to see yourself shine. If you're a comedian, you're going to see yourself shine. If you're a tailor, if you sell jewelry, which I buy from my friends. If you sell jewelries, if you sell clothes, this is the year that you need to really buckle down and say, well, this is what I want to do, and I'm not even going to ask nobody, and I'm going to close my eyes and just start doing it. Just go for it. Don't look back. Don't ask no questions. Don't ask nobody if you should, if you shouldn't, because the world usually always, remember, the devil's out there just listening to your plans. Sometimes it's good not even to plan certain things out. Sometimes it's good just to go. I didn't plan out to come on live today. I just came on, and that's it. That's the end of the discussion. Whoever wants to sit here and listen to it and know about what's going to go on for them this year will sit here and listen. Whoever doesn't will go, and it's okay. You don't have to worry about the people who left. You have to worry about the people who are coming. So worry about that and make sure that you go. It's very important, because they're still giving you the gold card, the chariot card. They're telling you, they're letting you know, hey, we're open. Things are open. It doesn't even matter which side you choose. It's coming. And those of you who are looking for love, this is the year. This is the year for you to find if you actually are in love with the person you are already, because some of you are in some relationships that don't even matter and you're just holding on to nothing. This is the year that you decide that you're going to go. This is the year that love is coming your way if you haven't had it and you're looking for it. This is the year that you will get introduced to that. Don't be blind. If you have glasses, put them on. You have to pay attention. You have to look. You have to notice what is going to happen for tomorrow. So I need everybody to stay focused. This is just a year about being focused, being on top of what you are, who you are, representing what God gave you, the gifts God gave you, because we all got gifts. I may have the gift of tarot reading. You may have the gifts of something else. That doesn't mean that you don't have a gift. Go with your gifts. Go with your purpose. And that's another thing I do. I help you find your purpose. You don't know what your purpose is? Come see me and I will help you find your purpose. Because sometimes we need that oomph. We need that push. We need that understanding. We need to get that little cheat sheet that says, oh, I was supposed to go this way all along. Okay, that's the way I'm going to go. And it's important to have that. To have those friends, that family member. And if you don't have that, you'll always and forever have the support of God. So sometimes you don't even got to look nowhere but within yourself, so that you could find God, you could find self, and you could find self-growth. And self-growth is very important. And that's one of the other things that we teach in the Four Corners. Here we got the Magnum card. Check this out, guys. It's just telling you, you know what that's saying? That's saying you can manifest whatever you want. Whatever you want. If you want to sit back and just meditate and do that on a daily, that is going to bring you where you need to be. If you don't want to go and get a card reading, you don't want to go and speak to God, you don't want to go anywhere with it, you don't have to, because it's within you. You could sit there and just meditate, and meditation is going to give you what you need in order to complete on the year completion. It don't get no better. I mean, what other cheat sheets do you need but to say that you need that go? Just go. Sometimes you have to just go. Sometimes you have to pay attention to your intuition, your gut feeling. Don't always think it's a stomach ache. Everything in the world is not a stomach ache. Some things are God letting you know, hey, I'm here. Pay attention. You're going the right way. Pay attention. Pay attention to numbers. Pay attention to the people around you. When you feel like there's no growth in your friendship, in your family, in your partner, if there's no growth, then you got to move on, because things are about growth. It doesn't have to be you become a millionaire. That it has nothing to do with making millions of dollars. It has to do with you elevating mentally and spiritually. Just elevating, just getting to that point where there's an understanding, where y'all both in the same page, where y'all helping each other. You know, you're making the rice, I'm making the beans. Let's get it together. You know, now we got rice and beans. You know, it's not about who does more, who does better. It's about growth. So meditation, guys, if you're not into meditating, and I know it's hard because I hear all people, oh, meditating is nothing. You clear the mind and you sit there and you, no, that's not meditation. I thought that's what was meditation. I'm telling you, and you're coming from somebody who's become a little veteran in meditation. Back in the days, I did not meditate. I didn't know what the hell that was. I was like, oh, these people crazy. And I'm like, well, I'm gonna sit there by myself thinking about nothing. That don't make no sense. It does. You take your time. It doesn't mean that you're going to go sit there for half an hour and try to meditate. You know, there's videos on YouTube that you could go to, 2-minute meditations, 3-minute meditations, and you start slow and you get yourself to a place where you could quiet your mind. It's not about trying to see things. It's about quieting your mind so you could hear things. Because after you hear them, after you hear God talking to you, after you hear self letting you know where you got to go, then you could see those things and envision the things that you want. And that's what meditation's about. Meditation's about not you sitting there and I want a house and oh, boom, the house is, no, that's not the way it works. The way it works is that you give the involvement, that you speak it out into the air, that you know that you want a house, that you let yourself know, that your spirit understands that you want a house, and then you go and you get this house. You start the trials that you need to start, which they're giving you here. In every card, there's not a card here that's negative. Not one card here that's negative. Nothing negative. Nothing negative. And sometimes, guys, here you get the 10 of Wands. Sometimes you just got to get up and go. Why? Because the area and the surroundings that you're in are not good. They're not letting you grow. You know, it's like being in the forest. And if you're not getting no water and you're the little tree that's over there in the corner and every time it rains, nothing comes to you, you get no suction, there is no growth. So sometimes you got to look at your surroundings. You got to pay attention. Is this a place that's making me grow? Are these friends? Because it doesn't even only mean packing and going. It could mean packing and it could mean staying where you at, but changing the environment you surround yourself with. So now I'm going to get a different set of friends, a different set of people that are going to be on my side, that are going to enable me, that are going to push me, that are going to make me rise, that are going to be proud of me, that are going to be my cheerleaders. Because if you don't have that, then you're never going to be watered. You're always going to sit back waiting for those things. Even if you're not a person who lives off of people giving you that type of affection and love. It's needed. It's needed in order for a plant to grow, nurturing in a nurturing way, for love, for just attention, so that it could shine and you get beautiful flowers. When do you get beautiful flowers and beautiful plants? When do they grow the best? When you talk to them, when you give them that love and you talk to them and you give them that carbon dioxide and they can breathe. So it's important to understand how to breathe. It's important to understand where you at in life. It's important to understand who surrounds you in life. It's important to understand who you with, who's next to you, what it is that you're looking for. Because it doesn't make no sense that I hang out with gardeners all day if I'm not a gardener. What are you doing? It's not make no sense if I hang out with alcoholics if I don't drink alcohol. So you got to make things sometimes make sense. And making it make sense is real simple. You got to sit back with self sometimes. Give yourself some time with you. Some people get so bored with themselves. That means you don't even know who you are. I remember when I used to say, I love myself. I know exactly who I am. No, I did not. I did not know exactly who I was. No, I did not love myself. I was all over the place. I was an alcoholic. I was doing things I wasn't meant to do. Nothing was getting done. And my plant wasn't growing. And then I used to blame it on God. Because we, as humans, we look someone to blame it on. Oh, it's your fault. Why are my plants not growing? No, it's your fault. It's because I was with you. Or it's because you did. No, 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 no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. You did it to yourself. We do it to ourselves. And we have to understand that the planet works like this. The universe works like this. God works like this. When he gives you an open door, walk through it. That's all. It's just as simple as that. Walk through the door, take in what you're going to take in, understand what you need to understand, and don't hold back. Don't sit back and wait. Because waiting, by the time you get a certain age, you'll regret it. You'll be like, what the hell did I wait for? Nothing happened. And now you're an upset older person, and that is not the pit of happiness. You want to be happy. You want to get somewhere in life. Start asking yourself what it is that you want. Start talking to yourself. I'm going to have a book coming out soon. It's called Facing Me. And Facing Me is a 21-day journal. And it's a 21-day journal where you talk to the mirror. Talk to your mirror. Talk to yourself. When you talk to yourself and really let yourself know where you're at, things start opening. Doors start opening. You start understanding yourself more. Learn what you like. Learn who you like, so that you could surround yourself by those people. I hope this reading is doing what it's doing for me, because every time I do a reading, whether it's not my sign or is my sign, and especially the yearly readings, I get myself and I look at myself in these cards, and I understand that you have to understand your growth. You have to understand your purpose. You have to understand, hear, and focus with God. And once you one with God and you could hear everything they got to say, nothing else, none of this social media don't scare me no more, because I have God with me and God is inside me. And my third eye, and it's not my third eye. My first eye is very, very much open, and I'm very much ready for what they're going to bring, for what's coming, for the advances. And I hope you're ready as well. I'm going to give you an angel card before I go, because I don't want to keep rambling. I'm a talker. Those of you who know me know I'm a talker. And sometimes you got to talk in order for people to listen, you know. Let's see what the angels and God has in store for us. What do they want to say? What do they want to leave us with for this year 9? Because this is like the dopest year. Guys, it doesn't even get any better. We just left year 8. And year 8 was about money, was about growth as well, was about opportunities and taking in opportunities and staying focused on what you see and following the money. That's what year 8 was about. 8 is about money. And that's what we got here today, the 8. Just so you understand that the universe talks to you and is trying to tell you, this is so you listen and pay attention. It doesn't hurt to pay attention, to listen, to try to focus. And here you tell you, your talent for setting and reaching goals is like no other. You are self-sufficient and capable of achieving your ambitions. 8 represents the EBB and flow, the infinity loop of creation. I am successful. And guys, make sure that you understand what they're telling you with all of this. Starting opening with the card of you have the world in your hands. Just take it by the nutsack, grab it, shake it a little bit, and get it together. Get focused, get what it is that you're looking for. I wish everybody pre-Happy New Year, because I don't celebrate New Year's until April 1st. But I wish everybody a pre-Happy New Year, prosperity. I wish y'all the best. I hope that you can make it to where you want to make it to. I hope that you pay attention. I hope that you go by your gut feelings. And I hope that you hear God, because there's nothing like hearing God, I promise you. And with this, I leave you. I want you to remember something. It takes a village. You can never do nothing just by yourself all alone. So get yourself a family, get yourself a village. And if you don't have one, come on into my village where you're going to get love, light, and all the good things that you need in life. So with this, I leave you. Love ya, life ya, and I hope you like the reading.